This video is sponsored by Everything AMIIBO. Subscribe by clicking the button below.
Hey guys, welcome to Splatoon Saturday, your weekly source for all the latest on Splatoon.
AMIIBO!
Nintendo has released the final 2 chapters of the Squid Sisters stories, which will be read out later on in the show, of course. Before I continue the news, I'm going to let you guys know of a new approach that I'm trying on this episode of Splatoon Saturday. I've turned off all of the advertisements, so I'm not earning a penny from ad revenue from this video, and instead the video is sponsored by me. So I'm going to be running ads within my own video for my Twitch channel and for my Teespring store. It's a bonus for you guys because you don't have to sit through long, irrelevant, boring adverts. And if just one person per week makes a purchase, I earn more than enabling ad revenue on this video. So I'd appreciate it if you guys let me know what you think of the new method, and remember that supporting the channel makes content like this happen. 7-Eleven stores across Japan will give you special Splatoon bonuses. They've been doing physical Splatoon bonuses for buying the game from them for a while now, but the reason this is now newsworthy, in my opinion, is that you can actually get digital outfits, probably exclusive for Splatoon 2 from 7-Eleven. So hopefully they'll have an equivalent way for us to get it in the UK and the US, but for now Japan gets these probably exclusive outfits. The highlight of this week is a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe video from Rena called How to End a Friendship. Luckily, I'm glad to report Bennett and George are still friends. Yesterday, Nintendo aired an ARMS Nintendo Direct. It also had a Splatoon.
Check out our Teespring store. You can buy Splatoon and Everything AMIIBO themed merch to support the channel and style.
Also had a Splatoon 2 trailer at the end with some very interesting footage and a bunch of new details. Since covering that and the usual news would be way too much for a single episode of Splatoon Saturday, I'll have a special Splatoon Saturday Plus airing tomorrow morning. It'll have all the details that were revealed in the trailer, so don't miss it. It'll go live at 7 AM BST as per. Alright, so it has been officially confirmed that Chapter 6 and Chapter 7 are the final chapters of the Squid Sister story. So it's an end of an era, people. So grab yourself a blanket, make a fort or something, get a hot chocolate, get a hot water bottle, make some popcorn, get all prepped for this because this is the final one. Chapter 6 and 7. Here we go. Chapter 6. The next day found Marie waiting at the station for Callie's arrival. When the train pulled in, though, Callie wasn't on board. I bet she totally overslept again, Marie thought, as she settled in to wait for the next train. Callie was not on the next train, though, nor the one after that, or the one after that. Night fell, and there was still no sign of her. Marie called Callie's office and was told that she'd headed straight home for work from the previous evening. She seemed a bit flustered, but I figured she was just in a hurry to get back to Calamari County, Callie's manager said. Marie tried their apartment several times, but no one picked up. Marie began to feel panic rising in her chest. The following morning, Marie cut her trip short and returned to Inkopolis on the first train of the day. She hated to leave her parents so suddenly, but couldn't shake feeling worried about Callie. Plagued by a sense of unease, she spent the whole trip on her phone, searching for some clue as to Callie's whereabouts. Her efforts failed to turn up anything to calm her fears. When she arrived in Inkopolis, Marie headed straight for their apartment. The place looked exactly as she'd left it. In fact, there was no sign Callie had been home at all since Marie had left for her trip. But if she hadn't come home, where had she gone? After giving it some thought, Marie got an idea and hurried out of the apartment. Chapter 7. Quick as she could, Marie arrived in Octo Valley. Captain Cuttlefish's shack was completely deserted. The shack itself was undisturbed, but the snow globe that had stood beside it was a shattered wreck. Pieces of glass littered the landscape. Callie was nowhere to be found, and the scene failed to offer up any clues. With a heavy heart, Marie made her way back to Inkopolis. The city was buzzing with the unbelievable news. The great Zapfish had disappeared. It had vanished once before, but reappeared shortly after. Wink, wink. The people of the city consoled each other, saying, "Chill out, it won't be gone long this time either." Marie alone shivered in trepidation. Could he possibly be at it again? Marie made up her mind to get to the bottom of this. But if their adversary was who she suspected, this problem would have no quick and easy solution. Captain Cuttlefish wasn't around to help this time. Her worry for Callie overshadowed everything, and before long the citizens of Inkopolis would begin to notice Callie's absence. If Marie were to disappear too at a time like this, it would only add to the chaos. But what else could she do? There was no choice but to find help, and quickly. Just as Captain Cuttlefish had done before, she would need to enlist a brave recruit to help.
Did you know Everything AMIIBO streams daily on Twitch?
Just as Captain Cuttlefish had done before, she would need to enlist a brave recruit to help investigate the depth of the Octarians' underground base. Thanks to her fame, though, Marie stood out like a sore tentacle in Inkopolis. She had to keep the number of people who knew about the Octarian threat to a minimum. Secrecy and discretion were, after all, of the utmost importance when it came to the operations of the Squid Beak Splatoon. Suddenly, the conversations she'd had with Callie at our own mall came rushing back to her. Word on the street was that all the freshest Inklings were hanging out and battling for turf in a new part of town. Surely she could find someone there with the perfect blend of talent and bravery this daring task required. Her mind made up, Marie set her sights on the new center of squid culture, Inkopolis Square. The story continues in Splatoon 2. Oh my goodness, guys. That's it. Squid Sisters Stories. Chapter 7, the final chapter. Okay, so sure, that's not a really satisfying conclusion, but if you stick around till tomorrow, I will go over all the juicy details from the trailer, and it turns out the trailer basically continues on from where we left off in Squid Sisters Stories. And of course, the actual game then continues on after the trailer. The users of this week are at CoffeeTim3 and at Yushibunu on Twitter. These two wonderful artists are the people who made the shirts that you see on the Everything AMIIBO Teespring website. And yes, of course, I did commission them to make these, but I still have to admire how amazing the end product turned out. It's really great. I'm super proud of them, and if you guys want to see more artwork by these two peoples, then make sure you go and follow their Twitters. If you want to be the user of the week, make sure you follow at Everything AMIIBO on Twitter or join us on Discord. And that brings me nicely on to my next point. The commissions are finished. There are some awesome Everything AMIIBO and Splatoon themed designs on the Everything AMIIBO Teespring store. So yeah, that was the announcement that I was hyping up to, and personally, I think these turned out great. I've already said that. But yeah, make sure you go to the Teespring website and check them out, although you've probably already seen an advert for them. So last week I asked you guys if you were still playing Splatoon 1 on Wii U. 76% say they're still playing it all the way up till Splatoon 2 releases. Very impressive. Great dedication there. So am I, but only because YouTube forces me to. Nah, it's a great game. Lasts forever. A lot of people are taking a break. 18% are waiting until Splatoon 2 comes out before they get back into Splatoon. And a couple of people are playing Splatoon 1 forever. AKA, they don't have a Nintendo Switch. This week, I'm asking you guys about real guns in Splatoon. So there's a little teaser of what was revealed in the trailer, there was a P90 gun basically shown off. It's styled as a real gun, not as a water gun or some other ink or paint or water-based pun gun, basically. It's designed as a legit real gun that is used daily all over the world. So, is that okay? Is it ruining the kid style of the game? Or is that just awesome? Personally, I think guns are cool. So that's freaking awesome to me. In video games, I'm just disclaimer. I think guns in video games are really fun. I like Ghost Recon especially. But let me know what you guys think. Does it spoil the mood? Won't someone think of the children? Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Be sure to leave a comment to tell me what you think of the new style of advertising on my videos. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like and, of course, subscribe to Everything Amiibo for more Splatoon Saturday and for more Nintendo toys and games. I'll see you guys next Saturday. In fact, I'll see you guys tomorrow.